बंधुगण नमस्कार। आज आम गहन अच्छी श्रीमती शारदा घोष। सी हेले IHM रो प्रिंसिपल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ होटल मैनेजमेंट रो प्रिंसिपल। से जड़े दक्ष प्रशासक और तांकर विषय में अगाध ज्ञान अच्छी। सो मुझे किसी प्रश्न पचारि जो प्रश्न गुड़ा आप निश्चित भाव में अत्यंत भल लगे। मैडम, since you are in this hospitality industry for a pretty long time, as you know, the topic for our discussion today is hotel management, and hospitality, industry is in a growth trajectory. It's a very important topic, and in this connection, I would like to ask you, what is your view when I say the hospitality industry is on a growth trajectory? How would you respond to this?
Namaskar and very good evening viewers. Thank you very much NBC for inviting me today, and it's always a pleasure, Dr. Panda, to be in the studio with you. As Dr. Panda has already mentioned that I am heading an institute called Institute of Hotel Management, and we are primarily offering courses in hospitality management and administration. The question raised today is that how we are looking at this particular course. Way back in 1988, I came to this city Bhubaneswar into the very institute that is IHM Bhubaneswar to do this particular course. I think this fact itself reflects on how the course has evolved over the years, and how much of career perspectives this particular course has. The youth of the country are aspiring to be hoteliers, not just to be employees in the hospitality industry, but they are looking at building their own accommodation sectors and hotels, and mostly there are quite a few people who are coming into the food business also. Today if we look at many of the startups in the food sector, you will see that there are quite a few number who are not trained in the IHMs, but they are into food business. But there is a point where they struggle, and they understand that they have to take consultants on board who have professional degree from the IHMs.
Now, one thing is very important, which I thought I'll intervene and ask you. You see, after doing this 3 years or 4 years of course in the IHM in Bhubaneswar, they move to different hotels or hospitality industry and all. What about do they themselves? Are there any scope for self employment for them, having their own hotel and then developing it? Are there many such cases in Bhubaneswar where they have passed out from your institute and they have had their own hotel and they are also very successful now?
There are many such stories, sir. If the viewers have ever been to the Angan restaurants that is run by our very own alumni, Mr. Mishra, and if somebody has gone to the Padmaja Premier, which is in Chandrasekharpur, the managing director of that particular brand of hotel is our alumnus. There are many more such stories.
Okay.
I am sure half an hour won't be enough to tell you. Yes, there is enough scope for the students who pass out from these institutes. They can become entrepreneurs and they can make it big too.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, since you have spent a lot of time in this hospitality industry for pretty long time, who has been your inspiration to what you are today?
Well, there have been many of my bosses who have been my inspiration, but I think the first person who inspired me most, and even till today he is my role model, is Shri Ratan Tata ji. And I think no one can be more humble than him, and the kind of work that he has done, especially in the hospitality industry, I think we need not actually repeat that, we all know about it. But I have been working for 35 years now, and I have had some very good mentors and my seniors who have held me, and I actually I am blessed that I had them in my entire professional journey. It's always good to look at your seniors and take bits and pieces of all the good things that they have in them. Today, if I have evolved as a head of the institute, it is because that I have tried and learned from what I have seen my seniors doing, and I think today I am successful because of them. I would not like to name them because there are many of them.
Many of them, right. Right.
So, but then yes, your seniors can teach you a lot.
Now, in this Candid Interface program, I am sure our audience will also be very interested to know. Say for example, if we try to make a bit of a comparison of the growth trajectory in our state Odisha and also in other parts of the country, can you give a very brief picture on that? Because I am sure in this program they will love to hear from you.
Oh yes, I think everyone is aware of the tourism policy which was released a couple of days back, and that itself reflects that Odisha is serious about the development of tourism in the state. And today I think when we try and book rooms during the weekend in any of these destinations, you won't find rooms. That itself talks about the growth of the hospitality industry in the state. If you look at before COVID, we had only few hotels, especially the star hotels, but then soon after COVID, from 2022 onwards, number of 5-star hotels have grown.
Right.
And in another 2-3 years, I think it's going to multiply 2 to 3 fold, and we are looking at many more hotels coming up in the state, not just in the capital, but destinations like Gopalpur,
right,
Jharsuguda, Koraput.
Yeah, when coming to that point, one thing I would like to ask you, I am sure which you will very much appreciate, is now in many places, as you have seen, I think what I understand, in 7 places in Odisha we have eco retreats, and they are also now talking about natural eco tourism and all. What you have to say on that?
Actually, the key to successful tourism is sustainable tourism, and then we have to be very careful about keeping an environment clean and not to disturb it. And these glamping locations in 7 different places in Odisha during the winters is a very good initiative, and I think it's bringing in a lot of people from within the country and outside the country too. It's one way of promoting Odisha's best kept secret,
yeah, right,
which is no longer a secret, I think,
anymore.
But then yes, these locations are very beautiful,
yeah,
and,
very beautiful, yeah,
and they're mostly on the sea, so one gets to have the combination of the sea, sun and sand.
Right. Since you have worked say for the last 35 years in this hospitality industry, could you just tell our audience a day which you still remember in the industry, which you can never forget in your life, something which has really happened during your job, or you have done something in this area where you think you are not able to forget that, and what is that?
Well, there are many incidents which I really cannot forget, but then I think one of the incident that happened with me way back in, I think, 1989, when I was just beginning my career, and I was then a trainee at the Taj West End, Bangalore, and we are taught about etiquette and how to be at our best at any point. So I was carrying a lot of things in my hand, and I was about to cross a lounge area, and there was a glass door, and I was a little bit confused as to how I should open the door, because both my hands were full of things.
No.
There was this gentleman who just got up and he opened the door for me, and he was so courteous, and I just thanked him and I went ahead. And when I walked into the place where my supervisor was there, she was kind of surprised, and she said, "Do you know who opened the door for you?" So I said, "No, I really do not know." So she said, "It is Feroz Khan, the Feroz Khan who opened the door for you, so you should be feeling very happy about it." And I think these kind of incidents have happened a lot of times when I was working in hotels, because you come across so many people.
And how has been the support from the government to this hospitality industry? I am not talking of only studies, I am also talking about industry in total.
See, the Institute of Hotel Management Bhubaneswar is under Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, and we are 21 such institutes in the entire country. And in 88, when I took admission, there were just about 11 institutes, but today we see 21 institutes. So, I am sure that the ministry is quite serious about hospitality education in the country, and they have been doing quite a lot of work in
so
industry.
There is ample demand.
Yes, industry, institute, interface,
hotel industry,
interface. And of course, our presence in Bhubaneswar, the state government has also been extremely supportive. You will soon probably come to know, but then higher education department is also facilitating scholarships for students who are going to study in the government institutions in Bhubaneswar and the state government institute at Balangir. For all the Green Passage certified students, Green Passage certified students are those students who are basically not having either of the parents or maybe a single parent.
Now you must have seen in the recent education policy, any due emphasis has been given to this hotel industry students, or
we will not
special emphasis.
Absolutely.
Special emphasis.
Absolutely. I will not say that it has been it has specially emphasized on hotel management or hotel administration, but yes, there is a lot of focus on skill development and the vocational courses. India wants more and more of youth who are skilled in different areas, and hospitality is one big sector which can actually have lot of job opportunities. And this particular course not only actually offers you a job, but basically when I meet the youth, I tell them that it actually offers you a lifestyle, because this course teaches you how to stand tall, teaches you all about confidence, it teaches you all about creativity, which is actually the need of the hour.
I understand. Another one thing which really comes to my mind, and I thought when you do programs, some of your programs, are they government sponsored, particularly from the state, like you hold a seminar or a conference? Do you get some ample support from the state government in organizing a program or a skill development program? Do you have support from the government?
All the IHMs established by the Ministry of Tourism, we are autonomous, and we are a society, and decisions are made by the Board of Governors, and just to keep everyone informed that the chairperson of the BOG of any of the IHM, central IHMs, is the principal secretary of the tourism department of that particular state. So you see, we report or rather
so automatically there is a lot of involvement.
Yes, there is lot of involvement. And whenever there is an event, both the state government and the central government definitely they
get together and they work in a team spirit.
Yes, they do help us out, they do support. And I would like to share that today we are doing lot many projects which are from the state government, We train the self-help groups.
Self-help group also you are training.
We train the women specially, and it is sponsored by Department of Mission Shakti. We also train self-help groups here also, again women, to run millet cafes.
Right.
Again it is sponsored by Shri Anna Abhiyan, which is under the Department of Agriculture.
Wonderful.
We just completed one big training of Odia cuisine, wherein we trained about 90 odd participants from the state for 3 months, and they have been employed in different hospitality food outlets, and this was sponsored by the Department of Tourism.
Now, when we come to placement, it is not only your students are placed in say hotel or something. What are the other areas where they have also found job?
So, it is very interesting, Dr. Panda, to know that this course, firstly let me tell you that this is the course which is offered at the Institute of Hotel Management Bhubaneswar is called BSc in Hospitality and Hotel Administration. And the students who actually get into these institutes come through a joint entrance exam, which is called NCHM City JEE, and that is conducted by National Testing Agency, the same agency which actually conducts the JEE Mains, Advanced and the NEET. These are the examples. This year it is slotted for the to be the exam date is April 25th, and the forms are live. I think aspiring students can actually log on to the NTA website and apply. If not, then they can approach us also. And this particular course is awarded by none other than the Jawaharlal Nehru University, Delhi. So, sitting in Bhubaneswar, you can actually get a prestigious degree or a postgraduate degree.
University.
Absolutely. And the best part is that generally when we hear BSc, we think that it is only for the science students. No, but here it is for those students who have taken
getting a certificate from JNU really matters also.
Absolutely.
Now, when we come to faculty development programs or training of your own in-house faculty members, what have you done in that area?
Because the industry is global, and there are many changes which happen, and we have to be abreast with what is happening in our industry. So, the ministry and also the National Council of Hotel Management is extremely conscious about this fact, and they do organize many FDPs wherein we send our faculty. We also take initiatives to do such programs within the institute also. And we try and also organize for other institutions also. Absolutely. Because we always believe that hotel management faculty are very good facilitators, and we try and organize such programs so that people who are in the same field can also take advantage of this prestigious institution.
Right. Now, for the common man, like you said, self-help groups, do you have organized any program in the recent past for the betterment of the common man?
See, as I said that we are autonomous institute, so we really do not have too much of big budgets to do any kind of big initiatives, but then we always support any government initiated program. So, as I was talking about certain government projects which came, so we just trained about 150 youth of the state who are hearing impaired. It was initially a difficult task, but then I think we all came as a team, and then we tried our level best to kind of help and be empathetic to these participants who came to the institute to be trained. And today we feel very good to put on record that most of these children are working in different areas of the hospitality industry, and they have become very popular as barista employees. So, if you walk into some of the cafes of Bhubaneswar, you can actually see these children who have been trained by IHM.
Wonderful.
So, we are working towards inclusive education. We do not restrict ourselves only to the students who are coming through joint entrance exam. Wonderful. We have short term courses like the craftsmanship course, we have diploma, wherein our course fee is also very kept at easily affordable fees, because our main aim is that we should reach out to the youth of the state, because we know that at this point we require trained manpower, and there has to be a regular what to say, I should not call supply, this word sounds very I mean doesn't sound good, but then yes, we need to have from all pockets of the state to come and do these short term courses, so that you are equipped with the skills.
You must have seen in different institutes, they have alumni meet, where the alumni, they come over here and there is hand holding. They also help and support the students, and they also help in providing jobs and all. Does this thing also happen in IHM also?
Yes, of course. See, alumni is a very integral part of any institution's development. Unless they come forward and try and handhold their juniors, it's not just the job of the principal or the faculty or the institution. So, we do have the alumni meets. So,
at regular intervals you will have alumni meets.
And most of the students who face the campus interviews are basically they are facing their own seniors. So, recently we had a campus wherein the managing director of that particular company was is an alumnus of this institute.
Okay.
So, that is how the job placements are done effortlessly.
Wonderful, wonderful. The other one thing which really comes to my mind is these students, when they come out from the institute, after doing a 3-year or 4 years course over there, to make them confident, like I would say institute, industry, compatibility. In that context, do you organize any specific programs in that context?
Dr. Panda, each of the central IHMs, we have a mentor hotel company which actually handholds them. We have signed MOUs with them, and the industry actually at regular intervals are in touch with the institute, and we do a lot of training programs. And our students within the curriculum, they have a 17 weeks industrial training exposure. So, they do get exposed to the industry, but other than that, not just facilitating the training, but the industry, especially say for example, when we are in Bhubaneswar, most of the hotels within the city, they reach out to us. They do have programs which help our students to get exposed and understand what are the latest trends of the industry. There are several opportunities wherein our students actually get exposed to. Say today we had the Vice President of India who was in the city, and there are opportunities like this where the students are taken up to help facilitate such big programs. They are normally there working whenever there is a big event in the city, whether it is a sports event or a big festival or a food festival. So, there is a lot of exposure, and industry is very open to such things,
Right.
and they are very encouraging.
Right.
And there is a very good industry and institute interface, especially for us. It's very encouraging. Reason being that most of the hotels in the city are headed by the alumnus of the institute.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
And we are an institute which is almost 53-year-old institute. So you can understand that there are thousands and thousands of students who have graduated from this institute, and they are spread across the
Right,
globe,
across India,
and
right.
in multiple verticals. Like you just asked that is it only hotels so that they can be placed.
Yeah, I also understand that some of them are working in banks.
Yes, it is varied. They can be working in banks, they can be working in hospitals, they could be in cruise liners.
Right.
There are people who have joined the armed forces.
Armed forces, right.
So there is absolutely no barrier for these kids to join different sectors.
Right.
They fit in very well in the service industry.
Right.
And they could actually aspire to do even higher studies if they want. They can take up competitive exams for MBA, or maybe they can also take CDS. So it depends.
I understand last year you have completed 50 years and celebrated the golden jubilee, and
Yes.
I was told that for your guests, for your students, you had prepared 136 dishes.
Yes, yes.
So will you just speak a line or two about the golden jubilee celebrations which you all had done last year?
So we are very happy that like we completed 50 years in 2023 September, and 50 years means it's a day for celebrations and talk about achievements, and the best way to actually showcase that was through a food festival. And we thought that why not, when we are in this state of Odisha, why not do an Odia food festival.
Right.
I think the entire team did a very good job of putting up 165 different Odia dishes for the people of the city, and there were different vegetarian and non-vegetarian dishes and beverages. Especially I think the Meetha Pita counter was a big success.
Local items
Yes.
also
Mostly,
were available.
absolutely.
Local items, right.
All
Pitha and
Pitha,
Rasagulla, local
Meetha.
Rasagullas, Kakara Pitha and all.
So we try to actually put in specific dishes from all 30 districts of the state, and we also included the tribal cuisine. So it was
That's also tribal cuisine.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yes. And we do a lot of work in promoting Odia cuisine in the state. One of our faculty was even sent to Singapore to do an Odia food festival there.
Okay.
So we are happy to contribute in promoting this particular
Wonderful.
cuisine, not just in the state but within the entire.
Since we are coming to the fag end of our Candid interface, I would just like to ask you a simple thing. What would be your message to our audience, particularly the young, pertaining to hospitality industry? Very briefly, I think you can say on that.
All the youth of the state, especially if you are wanting to see the world, if you have the confidence and if you really like to talk to people, try and enroll yourself in these hospitality courses. If you want to know more about it, you can visit us anytime from
Right.
Monday to Friday from 9 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Right.
And I can just say that hotel management is not just about getting a job, but it's about trying to be a leader.
So thank you so much, madam. We have come
Thank
to
you.
the
Thank
fag end
you.
of our
Thank
Candid interface, and I am
Thank
very
you.
happy that you were really candid in this
you.
Candid interface program. Thank you so much. Namaskar.
Thank you. Namaskar.